Hello and welcome to Math Matters. I'm Mrs. Wall, and today we're going to learn about how to be a problem solver and communicate our ideas. Before we start problem solving, we're going to try a number sense routine called a splat. How many blue shapes do you see? Maybe you saw 4, and then 2, and then 3 more to see 9. Maybe you saw 4, and then another 4, and then 1. Maybe you counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Splat! How many shapes are under the splat? How do you know? Maybe you counted how many you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you said in your brain, 9 minus 7 equals 2. How else could you figure it out? Maybe you counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you continued counting to think about what was underneath. 8, 9, so that would be 2. Let's look under the splat to see how many shapes are there. What can we learn from this picture? There are many ways to make 9. One way is 7 and 2 make 9. Want to try another one? How many shapes do you see? Maybe you saw 4, and then 2 more, and then 3 and 1. Maybe you saw 4 and 5, and then 1 more. I see 10. Okay, get ready. Here it comes. Here comes the splat. How many shapes are under the splat? Did you count how many shapes are outside? Did you get 8? I got 8 also. So if we have 8 outside that are not under the splat, 8 and 2 make 10. I think there's 2 under the splat. How else could you know? Maybe you thought about 10 and you see 8, so 10 minus 8 equals 2. Let's look to see how many are under the splat. 2. What can we learn from this picture? There are many ways to make 10. You are right. And one way we discovered was 8 and 2 make 10. The materials we will need today are paper and pencil or any writing utensil you can find, blocks, maybe pennies, maybe Legos, anything that you have that you can count. We're going to need under 20 things. Today is your chance to think about how communicators write to share ideas. Communicators listen and ask questions so they can understand. You can use your blocks or pennies and paper and pencil to communicate your thinking about this math story. What do you notice? This is a dozen of eggs. A dozen is 12. Some are bigger than others. Some are a little different colors, but they're all eggs. Picture in your mind what's happening in the story while I read the story to you. Mary has some eggs in her fridge. What do we know so far? There's a person named Mary, and she has some eggs. Continue to picture the story in your mind. Mary has some eggs in her fridge. She uses some to make egg salad for lunch. What new information did we find out? She was making a recipe, egg salad. Continue to picture the story in your mind. Mary has some eggs in her fridge. She uses some to make egg salad for lunch. Now she has some eggs in her fridge. What information did we find out? She has some eggs in her fridge. Absolutely. Let's continue to picture the story. Mary has some eggs in her fridge. She uses some to make egg salad for lunch. Now she has some eggs in her fridge. How many eggs did she start with? What new information did we just find out? We have a question. We get to figure out, as mathematicians and problem solvers, how many eggs did she have when she started? Let's find out. Continue to picture the story in your mind. Mary has some eggs in her fridge. She uses 7 to make egg salad for lunch. Now she has some eggs in her fridge. How many eggs did she start with? What new information did we find out? She uses 7. We now know a number that she needed 7 to make the egg salad. Mary has some eggs in her fridge. She uses 7 to make egg salad for lunch. Now she has 8 eggs in her fridge. How many eggs did she start with? What new information did we get? Yeah, we now know that she has 8 eggs in her fridge. Mary has some eggs in her fridge. She uses 7 to make egg salad for lunch. Now she has 8 eggs in her fridge. How many eggs did she start with? I'm going to invite you to work out this story. You may use your paper, a writing utensil to draw your math pictures, numbers or words, or you can use your blocks and counters to show your thinking. You are welcome to pause your TV. I'm going to give you some thinking time. I can't wait to see how you communicated your ideas. Mary has some eggs in her fridge. She uses 7 to make egg salad for lunch. Now she has 8 eggs in her fridge. How many eggs did she start with? We're going to share the ways you might have solved it. Maybe you used your blocks and made each egg, and then you counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Maybe you made pennies or drew circles for each egg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you counted them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Maybe you made 8 circles for eggs and you just continued your count. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Maybe you've been playing a lot of board games and you thought about 7 as a dice and 4. And then 4 and 4 more for 8. And you started counting. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Maybe you used your fingers. And you had 7 eggs, and you used your fingers to continue the count. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Maybe you wrote a number sentence or an equation. Something minus 7 equals 8, or 7 plus 8 equals 15. Mathematicians can communicate their ideas in many ways. Take a moment to think about yourself as a mathematician and a communicator. Did you write to share your ideas? Were you able to listen and wonder what questions to ask so that you could understand? Let's reflect on our learning. I could be a better communicator if you are welcome to write pictures or words on your paper. In today's episode of Math Matters, we learned about ways that we could be a communicator to help us solve problems. I hope you have a mathematical day and you just keep on counting. I'm Mrs. Wall. Have a great day.